Joining me live now is Amitabh Yash, one of the police officers of the UP Police who was part of the special task force that finally gunned down Asad Ahmed. He's the ADGP of the UP STF that was involved. Amitabh ji, welcome. Thank you for being with me here on 5 Live. My first question to you, Amitabh ji, is there any administrative manual? Kya koi administrative manual hai for an encounter? How do policemen decide and lead to that decision to mount an encounter against a criminal, sir?
There is no manual for encounter. We have the right for private defense, and that is very well defined in our law books. When somebody fires at us, we have the right to defend ourselves by firing back or taking any other action that may be necessary at that time. But apart from that, once an encounter has taken place in which a criminal or anyone whom we are trying to chase or apprehend has died,
Yes.
then there is a very specific way the documentation and the procedures that have to be carried out, they are very well laid down. So they are all followed, and we follow them every time to the last dotting of the I and cutting of the T.
Because, sir, we are all fully aware of the risks that police officers and policemen like yourselves go through in such risky and dangerous operations. So not for a moment do I want any of our viewers to think that, we are trying to, make light of or project something like this as being easy or, very, very rule-based when there are lots of shades of grey in something like this. But the questions need to be asked. What are the circumstances, Amitabh ji, under which encounter killings would not lead to punishment?
See, every encounter has to go through a very tough magisterial and judicial scrutiny. Any encounter in which the person who is to be apprehended has been killed, there is a magisterial inquiry, there is a independent police investigation, which again has to go through a judicial scrutiny.
Yes.
There are human rights organizations, that is the National Human Rights Commission and the State Human Rights Commissions. They conduct their independent inquiry. If they are not satisfied with the answers they get, they can do their own investigations as well. So there are some cases where judicial inquiries are held, especially when there is a death of a person in custody.
Yes.
So there is a very tough system of evaluating each of these incidents. So unless all these organizations are satisfied, they clear the police operation. It cannot be, the policeman is not clear. So the policeman has to go through all these, and then only then it is considered that the encounter was fair.
Amitabh ji, how would you respond, or what would you say to questions being raised by several sections, including some politicians, that this was a fake encounter? How do you answer that, sir?
So for a minute, please leave aside the political allegations.
Yeah.
That I will not be able to answer. But I welcome all the civil society and organizations which raise questions. They should join the investigation process or the magisterial inquiry process, and they should prove their point. The STF has been working in operational field for the last 25 years.